So hello guys. Um, Sometimes it's a bit, cracky sometimes trying to figure out chords that makes up a key, like C, D minor, E minor, F major full chord, G major, A minor, then back to your G major, then you're back to your 1. So doing this on all 12 keys can be a bit cracking, like I had someone say it sometimes takes him like 15 minutes to get convenient with a key before you can start playing. And because you don't want to do that on stage, 15 minutes will be through singing the song. So an easy way to be able to play all keys is to learn these 5 chords we're going to talk about today, and also how to apply them on all keys. This is kind of a transpose on the guitar, even though we don't have transpose so to say like it is on the keyboard. So, and these chords are neck chords that will convert into a bar format. This with the fingers, it's still the same chord shape, chord pattern, but the fingering are different. And they are just 5, 3 major chords and 2 minor chords, all derived from C, and you can use that to play all keys. The first chord is this. E major chord. Of course, on C it's E minor by removing this one out. As I was saying, this chord, E major, of course on C it's a minor chord as you have to minor it. Because your chord 1, 4, and 5 are major chords, while your chord 2, 3, and 6 are minor chords on all keys. So what we'll be doing is converting majors to minor. That's what we'll be doing. And just 3 chords and 2 minors. From those 3 major chords, we convert 2 of them to minor, making it 5 chords, 3 majors, 2 minor. I'll be able to play all keys. This is the first chord, E major. Now I'm going to convert to a bar format by playing it like this. And the next thing we'll do is just move it up or down the frets, and we're able to play all keys. For example, if I move it up, it becomes F, F sharp or G flat, G, G sharp or A flat. You might want to check out your fretboards and all the notes that each fret and each strings. All the notes are on each fret and each strings. That's the first chord. Then the second chord is this C major also. Now I'm going to convert it to a bar chord by changing the fingering. I'm playing it like this. Then all we'll do again is to move it up, C sharp, D, D sharp or E flat, and it goes on and on. The third chord is this A major. So once again, I play it in a bar format by barring this 1 to 5 and these 3 as strings 4, 3, and 2. Then we'll move it up again. This is B flat or A sharp. This is B. This is C. C like that. It goes on and on. So those are the major chords. Then these major chords will alter to a minor chord. This E major, this format. So what we'll do is we remove this our second finger, that's the ring finger, it becomes a minor. So this is the major, this is the minor. Then the other chord, this A minor. A minor. We also play it in the bar format by playing like this. playing like this. So those are the 2 minor chords and the 3 major chords. Major, minor, major, minor. Then the last major is this C. So I'm holding all the chords in a bar format, and all we just do, like I said before, is to move them up, and we get the other chords. You might also want to take note of these fretboards and the notes that are on each fret alphabetically and the alphabet system, so as to help you get used to it. Then, how do we apply these shapes and pattern? Moving away from the neck up. If I take key A, for example, which this is A, this is A, which of course I can move it upward to become A sharp, D, like that, it goes on. So let's just take A for example. Now, if I learn this major scale by playing this, so that scale, this is my root, do, this is my fa, F, that's 4th note. So I could be like chord 1, chord 4. So 1, 4. Then if I move it a whole step, that is 2 frets forward, it becomes 5. So 1, 4, 5, 4, 1. Then I could add other notes too. If I move this do, ti, la, of course I have to make it la using this same shape, but this time making it a minor. And on top of, below your 6th note la is always your re. So here we have your. So once again, you make it a minor. This chord, major, I just bring it back to get my chord 3 again, chord 2. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I could play this in this. It's the same thing. The same thing. So instead of moving up like that, I could just change the pattern like 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. Remember, I could play my 4 too like this. Then 6. Sometimes I play 7 in this way. Then my 1. But we usually skip out 7. The 7th chord is due to how complex it is, and not that you don't use that all the time because it's a diminished chord. Yeah. That's the first pattern. Then the second one is this. If your root note is on the 5th string, that is the key you are playing on, it's on the 5th string, then you use this A pattern, or you can use this C pattern. A, C. Now, if your C, that is, if the key you are playing on is on, let's say, on D sharp or E. Let's take D sharp for example. This is my root. I will also either play my chord 1 from this root like this, or play like this, or then on the top of my 1 is 5. That's do, so, la, la, so, do, si, do. So if I'm 1, then my 5. Because if I move for 2 frets, it becomes my 6. So we have our 1. 1, then 5, then 6, then 4, 1, 5, 4. Then we could move backward again to get our 3. That's half step backward again to get our 2. It's like saying I could use this chord, this F major full chord, and use to play all the chords on key F. This is what I mean. My 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm back to my 1. So I'm talking about the same thing with this pattern. It could be your, let's take C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could take any key at all, whatsoever the key is. That is C, C sharp, D, or F, any key. Just use this pattern. This is my G sharp. That's my chord 1. Move it 2 frets forward, and I make it a minor. Chord 2. If I move it again 2 frets forward, it comes chord 3. But from this 1 here, and this is 4. We move it backward to make it to get my chord 3. So I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. Now from this 1, if I move 3 frets backward, 1, 2, 3, and I make it a minor by moving a hair, comes the last one, I'm like, then on this pattern, that's if my root is on the 5th string, she's on the 5th string, like we did before for D, my chord 1 will be like this. For starter, you might want to play it this way, like this. Then once you bring this your 4th finger below your 3rd finger, that is moving it from here, root position, to here, it becomes your chord number 6, which is La. So from 1, 6, 1, 6. So if you have 2 chords like that, take note of the root. This is C minor. This is D major. Then on top of your 6 is your 3. La, Mi, La, Mi. So this is my 3. And of course, if I move backwards, it becomes 2. That is 2 frets backwards. Get my chord number 2. So I'm like, now if this is my chord number 3, which is Mi, of course, if you move Mi, Fa, 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 then if you move again, so you can be like, now I change my 1, this pattern, then this, still the same thing. So that's that. That's all the chords you need to be able to play all keys. I hope it was well explained and well taught, because I don't want to take too much of our time, so that's why I'm trying to manage it. Now let's apply this chord to a song. Let's say we'll take this song by See, now she make my life so beautiful. So that song is on F. Yeah. When I was taught by my boss, we played it. So these are the chords: do, 1, 6, then 2, then 5. So you are like, you make my life so beautiful, and as you have made me your name. There is nothing greater than this. That's why I love you forever. You make my life so beautiful, and as you have made me your name. There is nothing greater than this. That's why I love you forevermore. I want more of you. Said I want more of you. The more I know you, the more I want to know you, Jesus. More of you. So in this song, I was making my 2 major as a passing chord to my 5, and I make my 3 a major as a passing chord to my 6. Then for my 5, I was playing a suspended 4th by sus4 major. So like, then I'm back to my 1, because I could play this way too. Then, then, then. But for the song, this voicing and this one, then. So that's on key F, C, D, E, F. So guys, that's all the chords you need to play any key. Okay, what about if the root position? Let's get into it. Like, this is the chord. I mean the song for the chord. So let's use this F pattern of chord for this same song I just played on this C pattern of chord. Now let's use the key A. For example, of course, you would also move it A flat or G sharp, any key. So we have made my life so beautiful, and as you have made me your own. There is nothing greater than this. That's why I love you forever. You make my life so beautiful, and as you have made me your man. There is nothing greater than this. That's why I love you forevermore. Said I want more of you. Said I want more of you. The more I know you, the more I want to know you. Jesus, more of you. So that's, guys, that's all the chords you need.